is Wednesday. That means it's comic book day. Let me show you what I got. First up is Batman issue number 20. This is a major whooping between Bane and Batman. It's worth it, if anything, just to see these two totally tear each other apart. Although, honestly, we all know the outcome. Nightwing issue number 18. Nightwing and Damian take on Professor Pyg and his Dolotrons, which is a very weird thing that Professor Pyg does to his victim. Nightwing is trying to get his girlfriend back. At the end of this issue, there's a very surprising thing that happens, and we also get a death that made me feel pretty darn sad. Star Wars issue number 30. This is the final part to a Yoda tie-in story that was giving a bit of a backstory on it. This isn't the Yoda story that I wanted, but you know what? I will take it. I do like the idea that it ties in somewhat with Luke and his timeline in between episodes 4 and 5. So it is kind of cool to see these two stories linked together. Steve Rogers' Captain America issue number 15. This storyline is tying up some loose ends so the Captain America and the Marvel Universe can get ready for the big epic event in the Marvel Universe called Secret Empire, which I've stated many times already that I'm very sick of all the major events that Marvel is doing and renumbering of all of their titles, but they did promise that this would be one of the last major events they would be doing for at least the next 18 months after this storyline. I honestly feel like it should be longer, but who knows what'll happen. In this issue, and I'm sure everyone is already aware of this, but Steve Rogers has been secretly a Hydra agent because of the Red Skull tampering with his timeline with the Cosmic Cube. And Steve Rogers is rebelling against the Red Skull. However, he's not rebelling against Hydra itself. This is probably going to be the last issue that I'm going to be reading of the Steve Rogers Captain America storyline, and I'm also going to be skipping the Secret Empire altogether. Spider-Man issue number 15. Oh my god, Miles Morales' mom finds out that he is Spider-Man, and she also finds out that her husband has been working as a secret S.H.I.E.L.D. agent for some time. There's a nice heartfelt moment between Miles and his dad where his dad thought that Miles was in a relationship with his best friend, Ganke. Or is it Gank or is it Genki? I don't know. I've actually tried to look online to find out the proper pronunciation for it, and I think I've gotten it wrong every time. Anyways, though, this is a great title, and I like this story and how it's playing out. The Walking Dead, issue number 166. There's a group of people that want to leave amongst the whole community of everyone that's developed together under Rick's group. And there's a character that's been there from the very beginning who unfortunately was bitten by one of the walkers. It's really sad to find out that this character is going to be taken off the board. Superman, issue number 20. Batman and his son Damian show up for a little surprise visit. Batman reveals to Superman that Jonathan's power levels should be much higher, but something environmentally is holding him back. This is tying in an entire other storyline that has been kind of touched upon here and there about a neighboring farmer. It is somewhat interesting, and DC is really trying to push Jonathan as being the new Superboy, so I know they want to try to give as much attention to him as possible. X-Men Gold, issue number 1. I feel like this is a really good attempt for Marvel to try to fix all of the problems that they've been having lately with the mutant teams being all disconjointed and going in different directions. It really feels as though they're trying to get back to their roots, despite the fact that I do disagree with a few different decisions that they made with the teams. One thing that I do like is they are enforcing the idea that humanity has not accepted mutants, and they're still pretty much against them. And I also like that they're working as superheroes, and they're not fighting against other heroes out there. I also felt like this was a very fun issue. There's some quirkiness to it here and there, but there's also a lot of adventure to it as well. I'm not a big fan of Kitty Pryde being the leader over Storm. I just feel as though she's put in the time, and even though she has made a few mistakes here and there, I don't think that she should be relegated to just being a regular team member. Also, how did Storm grow out her hair that quickly? In the previous issue in X-Men Prime, she still had the mohawk. Now her hair's already been grown out to full length. Also, Terex is at the very beginning causing some random trouble in the city, which I don't understand that. I mean, I thought recently we just saw Terex in space in Thanos issue number 5. I like the idea of the team working together in unison, taking down a cosmic villain, but I feel like Marvel could have picked out just about any other villain out there, and not a guy who was just shown in the previous week to be in space on his own ship with his own crew and own guards. So seeing him here just didn't make any sense to me. Or maybe I'm just thinking way too much into it, and there's different time periods as to what's happening in the two different titles. Or like Xena said on The Simpsons, a wizard did it. But that's my comic load for this week. What'd you guys get? Leave comments down below and let me know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site, my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Maybe this version of Terex was a clone, or maybe he's from some other dimension and he came to Earth for whatever reason and he decided just to start wrecking New York.